There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is not making any noise. This is Alien Legacy. We'll hit start a new game.
Captain. Scientist Houseman, reporting for duty as your science advisor and executive officer. The other advisors are at their posts and anxious to get underway with our mission objectives. I suggest you refer to them for any advice or questions you may have. We are currently in orbit around the planet we call Gaia, an Earth-like world on which one of our probes impacted. The probe's telemetry indicates the current location is an excellent place to start our first colony. The probe has already initiated the colony at grid coordinates D2 on the Mercator map. We should send the resources Engineer Antonelli requests to that colony as soon as possible.
Okay, so first impressions, good voice acting, and nice sound. Lovely soundtrack, good voice acting. Okay, we are on a bridge of some sort, a colony vessel, people are coming and going. And as you can see there, hello, you've got a nice data pad there, see you later. And we've got various members of our crew, which will help with the colonization effort. I watched the opening cutscene. Essentially, we're a colony ship, and we're sent to sort out this planet. So let's consult our scientist.
We have been orbiting Gaia. I have performed a geological scan of its surface. The probe report generated by the scan is in your PDA under the library option.
Okay. Let's ask for advice.
Antonelli will know what resources we will need for our first habitat. You may want to confer with her.
And it looks like you can switch in a menu system here between your advisors. And you can head back to the bridge there. Let's hit technology. The compound we are developing seems to be incredibly dense. It may serve as an important shielding material for our furnaces. So each officer has a different role that allows you to access different parts of the game. There's not much else to develop here, but you can see we've put certain points into things, presumably. I'm just going off what I'm seeing. I know the controls, but I haven't extensively read the manual or anything. Let's hit invent. Inventing. Turns left 9. Oh, so turns are passing quite quickly. So this is turn-based, but those turns are passing in real time, so to speak. So if we linger too long, something might go down.
Navigator,
let's talk to you.
Sir. We currently have 4 vessels ready for your orders. Each ship has a very limited cargo and fuel capacity, but they should be more than adequate for our first few sorties.
Okay, let's
One
ask
ship
her.
has enough room to transport the robots we need to construct our first habitat on Gaia. We should not send any humans to a new colony until there is a habitat there to house them.
That makes sense. Let's go to vehicles. So you've got a pile of vehicles there, parked Calypsos, and you've got a Calypso that's orbiting Gaia at the minute. Oh right, the vehicles are parked in the Calypso, and the Calypso is like the colony ship, right? Okay.
Engineer Antonelli reporting for duty. Sir, we do have nearly 2,000 crew members on board, still in cryogenic hibernation. We can awaken them only when we've provided enough living space on the Calypso. Our system will automatically wake up blocks of 50 colonists at regular intervals, space permitting.
Okay, what's your
Our
advice?
pre-seeded colony on Gaia seems to have all of the necessary materials except robots. At least 5 robots should be sent to the Gaia colony to begin constructing a habitat. We should not send any personnel until we have provided shelter for them.
Okay, so they're big on these robots. What about you?
Once we have established our presence on Gaia, sir, I request a ship for a scouting mission along the nearby borders of our first colony.
That also makes sense.
When we get the chance, sir, I suggest we attempt a few recon missions on Gaia. I hope we can discern something of the Tantalus's fate, assuming it arrived here.
So there was another colony craft, and it vanished. Interesting. And there's also, like, little things up here that show what officer you're at, I think.
Captain,
Oh no.
as we make habitats aboard the Calypso, we'll program the cryo chambers to event...
Yep, we know that. So that's when they have important information, I guess. Let's talk to the robot.
Captain, we experienced a systems failure during our journey here. It will be necessary for me to repair the system.
So when you go to the robot, you have game options. Let's go there and see. Game speed. Let's turn that down to 1. Let's save the game and leave this menu. Okay. Captain's PDA. Transport 5 robots via ship to our first colony at D2 on Gaia. Or Gaia, whatever. When possible, send probes to every planet in solar system to retrieve data. Okay, or data. That makes sense. So it's like a to-do list. And our library, alright, has video footage and mission orders. Oh wow. This is extensive. Look at this. Wow. It looks pretty well written as well. And you have data on the Tantalus and so on, and you can just read through this and figure everything out. This could go the distance, folks. This is very interesting looking. Okay, let's see the system analysis. You just double click. 8 planets and 2 asteroid belts have been detected. Okay. Small Mercury-like planet called Hermes. Right, so it's telling us about the system and what planets we can look at. Let's have a look at one of the videos, shall we? Oh, Gaia probe. Gaia is slightly... oh, it's a report. Right. So this looks like a decent planet. And we need to get our robots down there. Let's see the video. Oh. Nice. Look at it go. And something horribly bad happened to it. Though launched 17 years later than the Calypso, the engine improvement will allow it to arrive 213 years earlier. Nice. Okay, we'll skip that. I mean, people who really want to see all that can. But now that I've turned down the speed of the game, I don't feel as rushed, you know? So let's ask for advice from our robot.
While en route to Beta Caeli, we flew through a magnetic storm. I am in the process of rebuilding our main memory core. I will alert you as each section is brought back online.
That's clever. I like that. It's introducing little features here and there. So let's go back to the bridge and let's see. Who was it that we could send stuff down? Was it her? The navigator. Right. Vehicles. We'll say vehicle 1. Right. We need to put 5 robots on. 3, 4, 5. Click for mission. Transport to New Terra, I believe. So that'll take 2 turns to get there, and we'll have put our 5 robots on there. Let's launch that. Vehicle launched. Okay. So when 2 turns of... oh, wow, what is this? Hello. So this is the surface, and we have an RTS portion. Oh, this is very interesting. Hello. So we've got various factories. We've got population, advisors, and some sort of airfield of some description. Let's see if we can figure this out now. So we've got various bits and pieces showing us information. Let's click colonies. So we've got the Calypso, which is orbiting Gaia, and then New Terra. Ah, so this is the place that we've colonized, right? Gaia or Gaia or whatever it's called. We cannot create a factory because we need 10 robots, right? And presumably those numbers are what's going on there. So we've got a sort of pre-made New Terra going on, but we can't do anything with it until we get some robots there. And it's showing us there's no people down here. So we'll leave that. And we'll leave that. So there's a map of the entire planet. And we can have presumably multiple colonies on the same planet if we want. That's fascinating. To crib a quote from a certain Mr. Spock. Okay. Holy moly. We are out into the solar system now. This is the sort of thing that... look at that. You can view the various planets in the solar system and see if they're habitable or not. Like Poseidon, for instance. There's no point in trying to colonize that. Presumably it's some kind of gas giant. The music. Oh. Okay. What happens if we leave? Do we go to the universe? No, thankfully we don't go to a galaxy map or universe. That would be a bit much. If you can't tell from my voice, I'm already highly infused by all this. So let's see if our vehicles have arrived yet. So that's parked in New Terra. So, that went from Gaia, or the Calypso, which is orbiting Gaia. This one parked in New Terra. So I wonder how I would get back. Interesting. So we've constructed the habitat. What happens if we send some humans down? Let's try it. I mean, we could kill them all, but let's give it a go. Choose a mission and destination. So, transport to New Terra, and then no room. People will die painfully. All right. So, I guess I need to go back to New Terra. Let's go there. And did the robots make it? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, this is one of those where you probably need to read the manual and figure it all out. And as per usual, there's probably some people watching this that are just like, James, you just need to do this. Come on. But I need the manual to figure all that out. So I have a feeling there's no robots there, but there is a ship there, you know. So yeah, there's 30 robots there. So let's send 5 of them. Probe. Let's see. Let's probe Hermes. Launch. Okay, it's off to probe Hermes in 5 turns. Sweet. And now there's no ship there, so we'll head to colonies. So the Calypso, this is the actual craft, I believe. You get an RTS view of the craft anyway. So let's launch another craft from the Calypso. Exploration. Gaia? I wonder. Pipeline? What's pipeline? Not entirely sure about that. Space station? You can set up a space station. Let's just transport some more of these droids to New Terra. 20. Why? Because we can. I wonder, can we send humans down yet? Transport New Terra. No room, people will die painfully. I need to figure that one out. What if I put some suits in? Will that help? No, apparently not. I'll figure it out. Cancel that. So, this is the part in, a normal DOS game playthrough where you'd stop what you were doing and be like, hey, this looks interesting, but I need to read the manual. Robot, have you anything else to tell us? Is there more stuff in our PDA? Not really. Oh, that's the log. See, it says transport 5 robots via ship to our first colony at D2. Right. No, we don't want to delete that entry. But we can send some probes out, right? Let's do that. So we may not have colonized the area, but let's send out some probes. Robot pilot, probe Hermes. You. I want you to probe Rhea. Go, go, go! Okay. Right. We can go back to the original screen if we want to do multiple ones. Like if we go to the navigator and vehicles. So that one's probing. Let's send vehicle 3 off as well. With 5. And we'll send you to probe Hera. I like the Greek god names for everything. Not enough fuel. Oh no. That takes 5,300 fuel. So we don't have enough to do that. What about that? Not enough fuel. So these are further away, presumably. What about Alpha 1? Yeah. And you'll also note that when you're in menu like that, it pauses the time, so you're not sat in menu and it's it keeps going. We've only got 1 left, so let's stick some more droids in there. We don't need humans. Exploration. Go, go, go. Select landing sector. So is it like a battleship kind of thing? G2, you sunk my battleship. No, let's go over there. It's almost kind of XCOM-y. So because we had no craft left in the main place, it just sent us back to the RTS element. This is fascinating, and like many of these turn-based, I know it's real-time, but it's also working in turns. Like so many of these deep sort of turn-based strategies, you can go straight to there from that. Cool. So that bit on the side there just allows you to immediately go there. That's cool. Yeah, like a lot of these deep turn-based strategies, I feel like I'm only scratching the surface, and I would need to read up on what I'm meant to be doing and how it's meant to be played. But I'm gonna fiddle about with it some more, I think. Let's talk to the engineer. All the necessary except robots. See, I thought I sent robots down. Maybe I've done some silly mistake here. But all my craft are, you know, gone. So 4 vessels ready for your orders. Oh right, that's her initial thing. Because if you look at the vehicles, they're oh, that's parked at Calypso. Right. So how do we send the robots down? I wonder, are those robots? Let's send down 5 of everything we can. Just to see if that helps. And we can't send humans down for whatever reason. Transport to New Terra. Go. Ah, I just hit leave instead of depart. Silly James. Transport New Terra. It's very intuitive, the menus, I have to say. Very intuitive. Just wish I could figure out this whole human thing. Oh well. So I'll leave that and I'll head back to the bridge menu because, guys and dolls, ladies and gents, that was 20 minutes and it went by like every good classic game, like nothing. This is an intriguing, and I say intriguing because I really didn't get into the meat and potatoes of it. It's an intriguing turn-based strategy game that happens in real time, if that makes any kind of sense. Who would I recommend it for? I mean, fans of Master of Orion, fans of classic sort of 4X space games. Yeah, you'll get a kick out of this, absolutely. Oh, our navigator and our engineer
Captain,
want to tell us something.
Our transport ship has delivered the robots to New Terra on Gaia. I suggest you take a look at the colony and begin construction of a habitat. Our scanners are getting powerful magnetic pulses from Sector E7. I feel that we should investigate this sector in an attempt to trace the origin of these pulses. They may be a form of emergency transmission from some...
Sweet. And what does our engineer have to say?
Due to the design for colony platforms we use, we are only able to have a total of 16 installations active.
Okay, cool. So, every so often, something will pop up here, based on the turn, or based on what you do. That's interesting. So, we have the colony parts there, we just needed to build the colony, and that's where I messed up. I hadn't built the habitat colony on the ground, which, for players of Alien Legacy, must have been very frustrating, shaking their fist at the screen going, "Damn it, Lonnie, build the human habitat so humans can breathe there." At least the game prevented me from sending down people to die of asphyxiation on the toxic planet's surface, you know? But yeah, Alien Legacy, massive thumbs up, great presentation, good voice acting. There appears to be a detailed and complex story in there that is gradually advanced via the turn system.
Our scanners are probing Rhea.
Yep. It all looks good. It all looks very good and very entertaining. So yeah, recommended. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it a lot. Feel free to check out the hundreds of other videos, including my video on Master of Orion 2, which is amazing. And if you like what you see there, feel free to hit subscribe. But for now, I am off to build a habitable colony for these people. Until next time.